Welcome, everyone, to AT&T Stadium, home of the Cowboys here in Arlington, Texas. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Pressure coming. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. That's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive gain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy in the passing game.
Rush is on him. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down.
There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And he cruises his way
just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
7, Utah 0.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Finds the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting in.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
South Carolina 7, Utah 0.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through a tackle.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Back to pass, it's Dampier. Looking to buy time. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you've got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
How about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
It's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing for that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense. And
that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown in that first down play. Now giving up a negative play on second down. You better be very careful about this third down play call.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Here's a heat. Touchdown, Utah! Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Got it in the middle, it's Brown.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Takes the easy completion. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Caught near the sticks, it's Bennett. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, South Carolina.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side. 51 yards out.
No good.
And that is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. How about this job by the defense? A well-disguised blitz by the free safety results in a sack.
And you don't blitz the free safety much because he's a guy that stays back usually. But what do? You said well-disguised. That's what you got to do. You got to make it look like you're dropping for a pass, bring the blitz. Offensive line was full. He comes flying through there, untouched, gets the sack.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Utes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Utes! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver who can design ways to get the football in his hand. However, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Bennett. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The give to the back. Plows through the defense. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job on it.
They'll try the run. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
To throw, it's Sellers. Pocket breaking down. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. To the left, looking for the first down. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up. Tight end now in motion. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
The snap sets up the throw. Fires to the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
As some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
Just tried to barge their way forward out of the gun and still couldn't find any room to run.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback will keep it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And, man, that's a little frustrating. I like the job by the quarterback. Get the ball out. Let your receiver make the play. But just understand when the play's over. Like, I'm not going to cut that back up. I want to get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Throws to the tight end. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
3rd and long, they're throwing the out route, trying to get it on the boundary, but a great job by the defense, anticipating it and then knocking it away.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Utes with the 1st and 10. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels.
Hey. Get out. Hey, get out of there. It's not yours. No. No.
Welcome, folks, to Hard Rock City and the home of the Dolphins here in Miami, Florida. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. This football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Going to scramble now. Brought down, but broke a tackle and produced a solid gain there.
Well, this is why the offensive coordinator trusts his quarterback on these RPOs. He made the right read, was able to pick up some good yards. Now they have a second down and manageable. Wouldn't be surprised if they run that RPO again.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to scramble. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
The Utes pick up enough yardage to keep it.
Well, if you're going to win a national championship, when you get to third downs, you've got to find a way to. It's exactly what this offense has been able to do. This time on the ground, keep those sticks moving.
The Utes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Dampier. On the move now. He lets it go on the move. Wide open downfield. And runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
And Chris, we're just getting settled into this game, and already big plays.
And the Utes pick up and run it. That gets the carry.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Now it's second down here. A quick throw out left, complete. And the Utes look to keep this drive moving. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Moves out of the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next.
Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
But a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not much on the return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to 3rd down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts their ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
getting set. It's second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. To throw, it's Sellers. Finds his man. It's Bennett. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up fourth down and 1. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 for the first possession. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
They keep him guessing with a run. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so second and 6.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Second down after that previous play. Looking for a man. Pass not complete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
You know, on third down, the key to me is the offensive line, the pass protection, because you know that you're going to throw and the defense knows that you're going to throw. It's a matter of can you protect your quarterback and give him the time, and then can the receivers win on the outside? They're able to do that, move those sticks. It's a first down.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And now the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Can they keep this championship game drive going? On the 11th play, they've got 3rd and short. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. He escapes the pocket. Running with purpose. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big first down, and now this sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. second and goal play for the offense. And he's got it again. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. They've moved it to the 3. Now it's third and goal. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Looking to scramble. Touchdown, South Carolina. They draw first blood in this national title game. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So here we go. The first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for the wide out. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. The Utes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And looking to throw now on first down. That's reeled in. It's Bentley. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. The Utes lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Dampier. Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Utah. They begin to fight back here in this championship game.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5-wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups. And give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
And he runs it into the end zone. That conversion will tie up this game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. Over the middle, it's Smith. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. It's an out route, the catch made. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Heaves it deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. And the Utes will kick it away to get us going in the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. it now from the 25. To the air, it's Sellers. On the move now. The pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Tied up here in the third quarter. These second down and long plays become important as they try to avoid third and long. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.